check out the latest episode of Life in Chaos.
Yeah, you can. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to Life in Chaos. I am Jennifer, and with me I have
Kelly
and
Elizabeth. What's that look for? Oh, I thought it was like, ew, I don't want to hear your name.
back to my chiropractor, and trying to she stretches my back, and I was like, I feel like I have an air pocket. Does that make sense? And she goes, "Yep." And then she pressed on something, and I was like, "Girl."
Yeah.
Yeah. It felt good though.
That was funny. Yesterday, I've been having back pain, and I'm not entirely sure what it's from.
Mm-hmm.
And yesterday, I was talking to Elizabeth about it, and she's like, "Are you just tight?" And I'm like, "I don't know. It's my back. I can't really feel it."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "I think it's muscular,
Structural.
but what do you think?" And so she reached around and she tested. She's like, "It's tight."
I was like, oh yeah. It's tight.
Yeah, it's like a well done steak.
It's like the side of the cow where the ribs are.
Ouch. All right, today.
Yes.
It's the greatest
is
day I've ever known.
Yeah, we're gonna to
Yeah, shut up.
but first, I had something. No, I done forgot.
Jokes.
Oh, why did the ghetto hood car horn never work?
It got carjacked?
It was on strike. Nope. Okay. And on that note,
Speaking of strike, did anyone participate in the
Mayday?
Yeah,
I did not. Did you? Did you?
she stayed home.
Well, but it wasn't
I stayed
for-
home too. So.
But also we bought something yesterday. Yes, we did.
We bought ice cream.
And we bought coffee.
I didn't buy anything. I didn't spend money on anything. I'm fucking lying. Yes, I did.
Oh, I'm
I
telling
think
you.
it's chicken tenders and tater tots. How about dinner?
But we didn't it wasn't anything that wasn't, say, food related.
Because you could buy food related stuff, right?
I don't know.
I don't know the rules anymore.
But I in my opinion, that's a pass.
Yeah, that's
acceptable.
You gotta eat.
And we didn't go out to eat.
No.
Technically, I
It
guess.
did go well for the DoorDash driver.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But no. I guess I still participated because I didn't go to work.
I went to work.
Yeah,
I worked an extra couple hours just for fun.
For shits and giggles?
But I didn't stay home for that, so.
No.
I was about to be like, oh, man. No. All right. So Kelly's going to hit us.
She's going to hit us. I'd prefer she not.
Right. Kelly got it today.
Anyhow, so our topic today is going to be a shoot the shit topic.
Yee-hee.
How do you shoot shit?
You want
She knows.
It's going to be shoot the shit, and I'm the shit, apparently.
No.
No, stop taking it so personal. Go ahead, Kelly.
I'm not. I'm just playing with my fidget.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, go ahead. What?
Just like, damn you.
So, basically, I wanted to talk with our audience and hopefully have our audience come back to us and tell us their experience.
Life in Chaos podcast at gmail.com.
But I had an interesting thing happen last week where my psychiatrist told me they believed I have ADHD.
Oh.
Now, mind you, we already believed she did.
Yes.
It's not something that I am surprised by. It's not something that I hadn't been advocating looking at.
Right.
It was something I had been doing all of the stuff to try and get somebody to take me seriously because I thought this is what I'm dealing with. It matches up pretty well. But to get that kind of
diagnosis, wow,
in my mid-50s is an interesting place to be.
That's true.
And it's not It's not a bad thing. I'm not upset about it. It doesn't like change my worldview or
Right.
my view of myself per
But it just
se.
explains a lot
But
of
it does explain a lot. And it is like, okay, so if this is the case, then what tools work for me and what things can I do to make this better? Because I'm not doing real well right now.
right.
Um, and I would love to hear what other people think.
Now, question for you. Did your psychiatrist give you some tools to help you?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
they gave me like 2 pages of
Oh,
of
jeez.
things that I could try.
And they're gonna start medication.
Medication's an option,
Mhm.
but how is that medication going to affect?
Well, that's why we're going to start and haven't already started because we're lining everything up to be able to add it. And not
Yeah. Um, I have a friend of mine who.
No, you don't.
Wow.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Elizabeth. Who is recently diagnosed with being on the spectrum.
Mhm.
Um, at
How did you know?
close to 50.
What?
She said, "How did I know?"
She's got
And they also found out that their child also is on the spectrum, and together are trying to navigate how to parent their child, but also understanding
Their own.
their own diagnosis. So, um, how does one do that? Like,
Well, it's interesting because our son was given the diagnosis a couple years ago.
mhm,
Um, and after doing a bunch of research for him was where I came to an idea
mhm,
that it was possibly what was going on with me.
right.
Because I had noticed that as I've gotten older, thank you, menopause, um, that my ability to function has been sorely tested.
Yeah.
Um, and that was, and as I did more research, I realized that ADHD specifically
Mhm.
is the most inheritable
Oh,
neurodivergent condition
really?
at 71%.
Jesus.
Um,
Hi.
yeah. So basically, if your kid has it, they got
They
it
got it from somebody.
Learned it by watching you, okay?
Yeah.
from somebody they're related to in a direct fashion.
Mhm.
Um, so it was like, okay, yeah, it could have been the donor, but
Let's
let's be real and look at my family and my history and everything else, and
Mhm.
he probably got it from me. Um,
Which isn't a bad thing.
no, it's not. And I mean, being able to see the world differently is pretty impressive when you can use it and effectively manage through some of the stuff that goes along with that.
So, can I ask you, what were some of the signs that you were seeing for yourself that you then had the conversation with your psychiatrist to be like, we for her to put a label on what it actually is?
I think the biggest thing was I was not able to function in the way that I used to be able to,
Mm,
which means essentially that my mask had come off
mhm,
and I couldn't put it back on.
mm,
And as someone who was highly performance driven,
mhm,
that mask was something that was inherently a part of me, to a point where it was like a character
mhm,
benefit that I had
mhm.
in my head. And, um, to suddenly not be able to focus, to not be able to get things done the way I used to be able to get things done, to not be able to do we always called it multitasking, but the reality was it was, uh, context switching quickly.
Mhm. Mhm.
I used to be able to do all of that exceptionally well.
Right.
Um, and I can't now.
So I'm reading I'm on this website and I'm reading the 10 symptoms of adult ADHD. And those symptoms are trouble focusing or paying attention,
Mhm,
losing things frequently,
mhm,
chronic lateness and poor time management, impulsivity and risk taking,
mhm,
difficulty listening and following instructions,
mhm,
struggles with prioritizing tasks,
mhm,
relationship struggles and communication issues,
mhm,
hyperactivity and restlessness,
mhm,
forgetfulness and working memory issues,
mhm.
emotional outbursts and irritability.
Yep.
How does that not compare to I hate my fucking job? And I was just like, I need to get the hell out of here.
Um, Realistically,
Yeah.
there is not a job I have had
Hmm.
that I have loved,
Hmm.
like, to a point of, this is what I'm meant to be doing. I wanna
Right.
do it for the rest of my life. Everything about it is wonderful, and it hardly ever feels like work.
Hmm.
Isn't a reality.
Hmm.
Uh, but I still I could perform all of the things on that list in spite of it being difficult
Right.
previously,
Yeah.
and now with the exception of time management and even sometimes that,
Hmm.
all of those things on the list I can't do anymore.
So you think it had a lot to do with menopause or just as you got older, some of these things?
So, typically, what we've found when this is discovered in adults
Hmm.
is, for women specifically,
Hmm.
is it happens postpartum,
Okay.
and it happens when you hit peri and
And
menopause.
menopause.
And the reason for that is the hormone changes affect your dopamine, which is what's causing all of this in the first place.
Hmm.
But I think also as women, from very young, if we weren't a behavioral issue, then you're fine. It's not, there's nothing, And now that they've done more research or whatever, it's maybe starting to be a little more diagnosed. But also, I think things like menopause, perimenopause,
Mhm.
exacerbate it and bring it more to the forefront.
Right. Okay.
Um, but yeah, it's definitely interesting. I think there was a fair amount of misdiagnosis because a
Hmm.
lot of times the stuff that you list on there,
Yeah.
things like the emotionality, things like the risk taking, one of the things I'm really bad at is spending money.
Yeah.
Um, and Elizabeth and I have worked on that for since we met,
Hmm.
and she's extremely helpful for that for me.
That is a hell of a tube of chapstick. Sorry, it's like one of those extra thick Sharpie markers size.
Yes. I prefer big old mega stick.
Sorry, I'm sorry. It's just okay.
Mega stick.
I
Um,
got big meaty. Mm.
but uh, anyhow, but yeah, and the other thing is that we were expected and taught by society and our parents and everything else
Mhm.
that, you know, success for us is being able to do it all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
And
also sit down, shut up,
Yeah.
and don't
Be
complain.
seen, not heard. Yeah.
um and so with that, you're in a position of you learn a lot of coping mechanisms to handle all of this and still show up like nothing's different for you.
Yeah.
Um, and that mask stays in place and it's exhausting, but
hmm So I'm reading this and it says when you should see a doctor, you don't necessarily need to tick every box to justify seeking help. Some adults primarily struggle with organization and focus, while others find impulsivity, restlessness, or emotional regulation more challenging. Because ADHD can present in different ways, you might strongly relate to certain signs and not to others, but that doesn't make your experience less valid. If you notice that some of the symptoms of adult ADHD resonate with you, it may be time to consider speaking with a doctor for an evaluation.
Mhm.
Beyond recognizing the symptoms, the following experiences can also be important indicators that it's worth reaching out for support. And that being feeling constantly overwhelmed by tasks that others seem to handle with ease, often struggling at work or at school due to disorganization, forgetfulness, or difficulty concentrating, having strained relationships or difficulty maintaining healthy connections, experiencing ongoing frustration, shame, or self criticism that affects your self confidence. I'm experiencing that right now. Noticing that these patterns have not been present since childhood, or recalling that present parents or teachers previously pointed them out. They have been present. Sorry. If you decide to seek professional help, consider speaking with a physician, psychologist, or psychiatrist, ideally someone experienced in working with adults with ADHD. Qualified professional can help determine whether your symptoms are related to ADHD or another condition. If you missed it, we had another episode of illnesses led by Elizabeth. So uh, jump on over, listen to that because it may not be ADHD. It could be something else. It could be another.
or you could have a diagnosis that you've been operating under,
And it be
whether depression and anxiety is common, bipolar is common,
right.
that the symptoms of such actually map really closely
Mhm.
to symptoms from neurodivergence.
Mhm.
Um, and a lot of girls, especially, have been misdiagnosed.
Well, yeah, that it never fails. We're always misdiagnosed for everything. And the first thing they want to do is put you on birth control or put you on an antidepressant or put you on something that has nothing to do with anything. Again, advocate for yourself, speak up for yourself, understand your symptoms compared, to your behaviors 6 months ago or even 5 years ago, whatever the case is. If things feel off, you need to speak up.
Well, and if you look at these things and think about your past, like one of the things that I think really struck my psychiatrist was I was like, I've been like this since I was a kid.
hmm
Like, one of my core memories is being 4 years old and spending 5 hours trying to draw the perfect ears on an Easter bunny card for my dad.
Mm,
5 hours
That's
as a
dedication.
4-year-old.
that's
That's something, all right.
yeah.
So, I literally drew that thing, like, over 100 times.
Mm.
And
Did it work out in the end? Did you get the perfect ears?
yeah,
She's still working on
but it didn't matter anyway because my dad didn't come home, so
it now. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Kelly, for shining some light on that. And I'm glad you now can properly identify.
Mhm.
I'm not going to say label.
No, I
but
mean,
can identify what.
it slides in and makes a lot of sense to
Yeah.
everything I've known about myself my whole life,
hmm
which is why I'm not in any way upset about it.
Right.
But it is a weird feeling to have an answer this late.
Okay.
And I just wonder if anybody else has been through this and what you feel like.
Yeah. Hit us up at lifeandchaospodcast@gmail.com. Let us know. Share your story. Share, we could definitely, again, be each other's resource and offer assistance, advice, Opinions.
A shoulder, whatever.
A shoulder. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one, but nobody claims it. All right. And on that note, love you.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Life in Chaos. Check out our Instagram at Life in Chaos Podcast or email us at lifeinchaospodcast@gmail.com.